Yeah. I'm going to record this. This is going to be more like a chat. Like I say, I've been chatting to a couple of yous about what you just mentioned there, Cal, the basics. And I mean, stripping this right back to the basics. If you guys, Cal and Lee, while you're on there, if there's anything you want to say on that just to start about the basics, just from a general sense of how this compares to other network marketing companies, if we really, like what we touched on yesterday, Lee, this is really simple. If you want to just have a chat about that.
Yeah, and I mean that's the big thing. I mean, the easiest comparison to do it with is obviously for us, it's isogenics. So the thing I'm finding anyway is the conversations flow a lot easier, and the response rate is significantly higher. Especially, and I need to encourage this. If you're not doing it and you're typing messages to people, you need to cease that immediately and send a voice message. It's well documented and well known that voice messages have a better response rate because it has a human interaction in it, as opposed to just a text message or an email or something along those lines. So make sure you send a voice message, and the response rate on it is a lot better. Like I'm finding, like for every 10 messages I send out, I'm probably getting 2 that won't respond, 8 will respond, and of that 8, at least 4 or 5 are open to looking or talking further about it, whereas opposed to something like the other network marketing companies, and in particular Isogenics, where it's product-based, people always get their backs up straight away on a product base. They always just go, I don't need it in my life at this point in time. So your rate of actually getting a response is about 1 in 10, if you're lucky. So basic, so keep it basic. Just send a message. If you haven't got in touch with them before, just get in touch with them, open up the conversation, and be honest and straightforward and to the point. People's time is valuable, so the less you stuff around, it's better for your time and it's better for their time as well. Get straight to the point. They're either going to be a yes or a no, and if it's a no and you're dealing with voice messages, at least it's a nice way of interacting with someone to get the no. That's probably a good way of saying it. It's the only way I can say it.
Yeah, and no, that's a good point too, man. Is and that is the basic stuff. What the reason why we wanted to touch on this again is keep it as simple as possible, and simply there's a couple of things to the voice messages, and I know Haley was learning this, and I know Kyle's just smashing it out. I'm learning off Michael and that. The reason for the 3-way messages, you actually hear how we talk. When we do get either an objection or an excuse and things like that, you actually hear how we do it. You miss people's tonality and that when you're typing something. And like Lee said, the connection's not there. It's not. And that's a key part about all this. And this is the step where we're all at, really. We're going to be talking to people all the way through this. This is our first thing, is talking to people. Not about the opportunity, just talking to people. Now, if you're going to type something, to me personally, if someone types me a message, they'd want to come straight back up, say, hey, I'm in a busy place or whatever, a noisy place. That's why I'm typing. If they don't do that, I'm going to hit them up with a voicemail and say, well, we want to build rapport. We want to build trust right down to the very, very first interaction we have with these people, because they're going to remember that. And I think that's the thing that's why I love the voice messages that have come in, because they get to feel how excited you are for this. That's key. They need to hear that in your voice. They need to feel it. They do. And that's one big thing I've found with mine. A lot of people, and I've spoken to if you feel about it, first contact is key. It's the one most people are most nervous about. You got that name that's sitting there like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to talk to this person and all that sort of stuff. You start doing them straight away as a voice message, nervous or not. You get them out of the way and they get easier anyway. It doesn't matter if there's a no or whatever. You're not actually going into it to say, hey, I've got this offer. Do you want to watch a video? I'm doing this. No, you're just saying, hey, how's things? Now, if you've seen someone in the street, this is a good example, and you've seen them, you knew them, you're just going to say, hey, how are you? With like good energy if you're happy to see them, yeah? So why can't we do that in a message? I think that's a really good, easy thing to do. Just because it probably should be easy to tell you the truth, because they don't see you. They They don't know what you're dressed in or you look like. It's just a voice message. So your voice is so important. And that's what I really wanted to push home here tonight. That is at the core of this. If you want to get people in the business, and everyone here wants to do the business, yeah, we all want to travel. That's a result. The points are there as a result. You're not going to get bugger all points unless you start talking to people. Simple as that. Yeah, the membership is awesome, but we want to make an income out of this. So you've got to talk to more people. So the more people you say hi to through a message, and the more you listen to myself or Lee or Cal or whoever it is we're doing, if it's Michael or Shane, we could put on to them. Even in the Zoom call the other night, I know that was quality. Kyle only signed up Sunday night and jumped on that Zoom. Now, Shane Anderson shared some quality one-liners on that. Quality. It was gold, and talked about tonality of voice in the messages. And Haley's getting good at this. Kyle's getting good at this. I know Lee and Cal are all over this. Is the tonality, you've got to get someone excited. You're not just going to say, like a written text is like blank. There's no feeling, no nothing in it. You can put a couple of exclamation marks. Some of them I use it purposely with some people. But for this point here, you really want to finish it. You're like, you get to that point, you're like, do you want to talk to my business partner? He's the one who knows everything about this. Seriously, you got to talk to this guy. You've got to talk to him. It's just like you're excited to pass them on instead of, oh, I don't know much about this. I'll get you this guy's told me to put it on. And the reason to do this more often, you just get better at it. More excited you get. When you get that one sign up, of course you're going to be excited the next two. But it's right back to this first point of getting that first one. You've just got to do the hard yards and contact as many people as possible. Just keep showing up doing that. Like I say, I use Kyle and Haley this week because they're getting so much better, like in just a short time of a week. That's all it's got to be. Any more on that one, Lee, Cal?
Yeah, I'd say if it's me, and then the big thing of this is stepping outside the comfort zone for a lot of you. A lot of you are not prepared to step outside your comfort zone. But when you do step outside your comfort zone, you'll get growth, whether it's personal growth or whether it's business growth. Doesn't matter what it is, but really, the more you can encourage yourself to take that first step and just do it and realize that the results are going to come from it, whether they be personal results or business results, the more you'll get addicted to doing it and you'll just do it. And it's probably the one big thing. And you probably need to think too, if you've done a network marketing company before, you've tried another business before and you haven't succeeded at it, the reason behind it is you never stepped outside your comfort zone. You never took the actions required. So it's probably the one thing you need to put aside. If you've come in here and you're going to do the personal development side of things, the first and major step is stepping outside your comfort zone. So if you can't do that step, nothing else is going to matter. Without sounding harsh, I don't really want to sound harsh, but I'm saying it with love. Step outside your comfort zone. It's well worth it.
Yeah, and it's not sounding harsh either. I put in that post today. I'm so driven for this, guys. And I want you to see if you are driven, you're going to get results a lot quicker. Because the way this is set up, the quicker you talk to as many people as possible and get them going, then you can put more time into them. Then this is the thing. The quicker you get these messages out the way, the quicker you talk to as many people as possible, then we can work on learning how to build a team together. Because that's this structure compared to other network marketing companies. You can go on your own and enroll as many people as you want. You still got to talk to them all, but you're not going to build a solid team. The structure of this, I always use Shane Anderson's example, 37 personal enrollments in 3 years. And he's earned, in November, he cleared $70,000 US. Michael Sloggett enrolled 200 people, I think, in this time, or 220. That's a lot. But he earned $38,000 US in November, 38,000 US. So you see the example of just getting that core 6 or 8 or 10, whatever it is, and just working with them. That's why if we just smash this out, get straight out your comfort zone, contact all these people you don't even know. I have a laugh doing it, seriously. I have a laugh doing it. I enjoy getting funny feedback. I enjoy getting no's. And the only way you can get to that point is if you just do this like now, just get stuck into this right now. Because if you don't and you just go a bit here, bit there, bit here, bit there, the result you're going to be bit here, bit there, bit here, bit there, and you're probably going to lose interest. That's the thing. You can go along and do it here and there and there. And this is the other thing. And like I say, back to Lee's point, but this is my point. I'm driven on this. I'm going to tell the truth on this. I can go out and enroll as many people as possible. We probably all can. But the way we are going to create this all together, utilize each other. I want my phone loaded up with messages, three-way messages. I know Lee and Cal will be the same. And once you guys learn how to communicate, you will want to be the same too. Because the people you get in, you want them to have a crack. You want them to get this going too, because that's the way this works. I actually love this comp. The more I look at the comp plan, without knowing the finer details, the potential for this as a foundation for all of us is it is unreal. Seriously, it is unreal. Hello, Miss Opie. I'm gonna stop there. Like I say, this is not me being harsh. This is me being quiet. Who else have we got on here? We've got Jason on for the first time. I've got two Jasons there. Which one have we got? We got sound there, Jason? Nope. All right, we'll go next. Who else have we got on here? I think Grant, Maxine. I don't know where Amy is. All right. I was going to introduce Jace. It's good that he's on anyway. Awesome. Even though we've got two there, I don't know what's happening there. Really weird. But like I say, it's just doing the do, guys. You hear it all the time, doing the do, but this is the basic. The basic is first contact. Now, if social media is not your thing, that's cool. If you've got a network, most of us here are already in network marketing companies. The cool thing I found about this is I drop this in every conversation. Every conversation I lead to drop this in. If you're talking to someone in your network, you're not poaching. This can work. It's a membership. It's a royalties program if you want to do that. Most people in other network marketing companies are earning money so they can either have that time freedom or they can go on bloody holidays. So this actually works in well. So there's no reason why you can't talk to people that are close in that network. There's no reason you can't talk to them. It's not about poaching. I'm talking to so many people in different network marketing companies. It's not my target, but they're the ones that are prospecting me. It's been really, really easy for that. That's through social media. But if you've got people like, locally, go have a chat to them. It's a simple thing. Go up to someone. Shane did it grouse the other night. I loved it. He's just got so much posture because he's done it a lot. See someone at your local shops or something, say, hey, by the way, you like to travel? You've been on holidays lately? Something like that. And if they say no, they're full of shit, or they've got to get alive. But just say to them. And if they say, yeah, or you like to get paid, yeah, all right, cool. Are you open to having a look at something that I could show you that might allow you to do that more? That's all this is. End of story. And that's what we want. We just want you to grasp how easy it is to bring that up. If they say no, next person. I think it's easy. I want to bring Haley on here. Haley and Michael have only got in network marketing not long ago. And I'll be serious, because they're really well driven. They've got a very, very strong why. We're going to get to the why next week. They've got a very strong why. And it's really is key. Out of the comfort zone, because I know some of Haley's messages, I'm going to save them and send her when she's smashing this in 12 months as a memory of when she first started. Haley, how are you feeling just contacting people and just it is out of your comfort zone?
Yeah, absolutely. I remember the first message. I've got it written down actually on a notepad so that every time I have to do a voicemail to you, I can just read it off the script and change it up a bit, obviously, to the person. So, but yeah, it was totally out of my comfort zone. Like, I remember the first time you sent me a voicemail, I'm like, how the hell do I get this to work? And now I'm doing voicemails myself. So, but yeah, I was so nervous the first time, and I think yesterday, I think it was. I'm like, oh shit, I stuffed up and I had to do 2 voicemails. So,
but what was the result of that? What was the result of that message?
Yeah, we've potentially got a a new business partner out of it. So
yeah, people want to hear you mumble. Trust me, they want to hear you giggle and laugh. They like that. They're like, oh, well, this person's real. If they're going to judge you and point out, oh, you're not professional, they're not the ones for you anyway. That's their own problem.
Yeah,
so, I just wanted to say that, Hayley, because seriously, I go by what I get from you guys, and I want you guys to just load me up with stuff. Load me up. I can chase this for a little bit, but I can only chase this up to a certain point. If you really want to do this as a business, just smash me with stuff.
Yeah.
Like serious. It's like open slather. Just load me up with stuff because I'm learning too. I'm passing on a lot to Michael because I'm learning from him. And that's what we want to teach our team. When you get people on, you just remember you're going to get good at this as quick as you send out as many messages as possible. You're going to get good at this quick. The people you start to get on, and trust me, they're going to come on. It's a numbers game. It's a numbers. If I told you I've shared the video probably 30-something times in 2 days and I've got 29 no's, I know that there's going to be like 5 yeses rock up very soon. I know that.
Yeah.
For some of us, it might be you might get to share the video with like 4 of our closest friends. Like you guys are coming pretty quick. That's what I did. Go back to them people you know, guys. You don't know what they're going to say. You don't know. Just say to them, I'm doing this. Why are you doing this? Well, I found that I've got that, if it's Miriam or if it's Isagenix, I've got that there. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I love the products, all that. But this is something that's come up, and it's like really easy to talk about. It's really easy to bring up. And I bet you found that, Hayley, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny. I was actually talking to one of my Nerium customers today. She's actually my masseuse as well, but and she loves Nerium. She loves the products, and I actually got talking to her about this today. Just saying that this is something else that we're getting into as well, and we're actually catching up with them for dinner on Sunday night. So. And she wants to know more. So she's probably more a customer side of things. Not that I'm ruling her out, but so how do we go about? Obviously, we want to build the business, but we want to build customers as well. So how do we go about chatting about just the like customer side of this?
Well, this is my opinion.
Because we don't know much about it yet.
No, this is right. I'm going to go to Lee and Cal in a sec, but this is my opinion on this. Me personally, I'm building a business. Yeah. I'm going with everyone with a business opportunity. You guys are building the business. You just tell them what you're doing. That's it. Okay. Tell them what you're doing. And if it comes up to points and stuff like that, I've got a little cool video I found on the points in that. Let the video explain it. Hit me up. Say, where's that video? Okay. Any videos or any links I send to you guys, I'm just going to go off track for a sec. Please, 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 if you've got your phone or any computer, save them all in your notes and put a heading on them. The videos, the tools, that stuff, put them in a certain area. And this is the basic stuff, guys. Just put them in a certain area so you know when someone comes up, if they're not interested in the business or whatever, you get to a point where you're not messaging me or something, you know, well, actually, wait, they're asking what are the rewards of this? Well, we're doing this for the business, but if you want to know about the points, I'm not across them yet. I haven't been on the holidays yet because that's where we are. Here's a cool little 5-minute video. Really outlines it really good. Ask me some questions after that because we can both learn from it. Something like that.
Yeah, cool.
Like we said last week, just tell the truth where you're at, guys. It is as easy as that. It's simple as that. You got Nick jumped on. How are you, brother?
Yeah, good, man. How are you?
Awesome, man. You got to stop doing gym photos, man. You're getting too ripped up.
Yeah, I know, bro. I know.
It's good, man. It's good. Had a good chat with Nick the other day. It's been really, really good. And what I found with everyone, but like most of us have got networking experience in that. I went to Hayley now because you guys never had network marketing experience, but you've got a powerful why. And we'll talk about that. I think we'll talk about that next week, guys. It's going to be really powerful. Something I want you to touch on is your why over the next week. Really, really go deep on why is this for you? Why is this? And this is everyone on here. I'm going deep on it too because it's really important to go back into it. Just got my niece here. Shiloh out. But yeah, touch on your why, guys. Just on my last point, Lee, you still there, man? Maybe not.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. Just teaching Cal how to use the Zoom.
I know how to use the Zoom.
Yeah, I'm still here. Go, mate.
Just before I went on a tangent about the other little basics about saving links and videos and things like that. Anything you want to add around that?
I would if I was in the room, mate, but I was stopping the spuds from being destroyed. So I ran off. What did you say?
It's probably more about keeping things simple. So like if you've got a phone, keep the link, like there's only 2 links, information about the World Ventures, and then there's a compensation link. Keep the links handy and keep like any sort of script that you might use handy, so it's all there and ready to go, so you don't have to go and find it, and it's just quick and easy. And you want to make this as simple as possible.
Yeah. No, true. And I've got a script for everyone. This is the thing, guys. I don't send out information until you're ready to ask for it. So the first port of call, go back to it, is you've got how we introduce you. We've all got the I8, yeah? The Infinity 8 link. That is I'm going to say that's the most important link, guys. If you haven't got it, please put a comment in the page and the group. We need to master that. And when I say master it, just really know your way around it. There's some quality stuff in there. I'm going to get to objections soon. There's a video in there that I want everyone to watch, because it's going to help you in not just this company. It's going to help you in your Isogenics. It's going to help you in your Nerium or whatever else you're in. It's just communication 101. It's how to deal with people throwing excuses at you. But that I8 link's important. Anything like getting to calls and that where you feel you've got to send a link or anything like that, or you've got to tee up a 3-way message, before you do a 3-way message, or even when you're leading in there, just message me or message Lee and Cal. What do I say to this person to get in if you're having trouble? You don't want to explain stuff you don't know and reinvent the wheel in a conversation. You just want to get them on there. And as soon as you do that, there's a special script, which I'll share with a few of you, which you just practice saying it through a voice message. It's a certain script, and it edifies. If it's me, if it's Lee and Cal, if it's Michael, or once you guys get going, you want to be edified too. Remember this. As you get good, you become the leader in the leadership role. You want to pass exactly this on to them. A script is perfect. It's very basic. It's the one that I got handed from Michael and Shane. They handed me 2 separate ones, but this one is the key for the 3-way messages. The better we all get at this, the more you say it, even practice it, it really does help set up the 3-way message. Simple things like your words. And I said to Kyle, and Kyle's doing it really well. Like when I do my voice message, I say, you've got the script. Say, this is my business partner. You just highlight that I'll be working with personally. Personally, just a little thing in their mind. And like, oh, wow, you're working with this guy who you've just talked up, who is the expert, say. It just helps set up the 3-way message. That's simple stuff like that is what we've just got to get right now, guys. That's it. Every step of the way. Don't feel like you have to have all the info. Just hit me up. I might be busy, but I want to be busier. Simple as that. I want to be like run off my legs and pull my hair out, but knowing the fact that you guys are learning something and you're getting more confident at it moving forward. That's the way I see it right now, because it's like anything. You do the hard things now, they're going to get easier. Simple. And that's with anything. With anything. Have we got any questions just on the basic, on the links and stuff like that? If you do, just unmute. No questions? Cool. All right, back to the i8, the Infinity 8. Now, if everyone's got that, I would love you to put aside some time just to go around there, have a play on it, but go into it and find the objections one. Because just knowing how to communicate or how to feel or that you can deal with it, someone coming up with, I've got no money, I've got no time. The more you listen to how the professionals deal with that, just listening to it, I've listened to it 3 times now, and seriously, just listening to it's given me confidence. I'm like, well, the way they say it simplifies it, just like this whole system, just the way they say it. Simple things to turn it around. It's a great skill to have too, to use in your other companies. That's why you got to look at this, guys. You got to look at this as not just World Ventures, even though we want to drive this because it's easy. These are the skills that you use if you're going to make a success of this or any other business. It's just dealing with objections is probably the biggest thing. If you're getting good at that, you're going to get more confidence and take more action. And you're not just going to give up because you know it's their problem. Simple as that. Anyone we're talking to, if they say no, it's nothing to do with you because we're all doing this for a reason. The more you believe that, the more you're just going to keep messaging people. And the more excuses they come up with, you don't have to be smart or cheeky like I do sometimes. But when you get confidence and whatever you're delivering, you believe in it, it's going to come across that way. So I really, really, really want you to go into that I8, have a look around, but really find that video. I'm going to go through and I might even give you some steps to find the one if you can't find it, or message me. I think it's in step 4, I'm pretty sure. But there's a great compensation plan video if you're one that wants to work out the comp plan and things like that. I will say with the comp plan, guys, the best way to do it, you don't have to communicate it. You don't have to people. They want to ask about the comp plan and stuff. They're either looking for an excuse or something like that, or they really want to work things out. And there's like a couple of these on here, like Jade, and I know Lee done a lot of research, but you just understand that the best way, if you want to communicate the comp plan with someone you want to sign up, you want to show them the results. You want to show them the fact that you're getting paid. And how do we do that? We go back to basics. We sign people up. We talk to more people. That's my attitude. I'd love to add you guy, Lee and Cal, because I know, Lee, you've done a lot of research on it. But I know at the end of the day, it's the action that and the result that makes all the difference when actually showing people to get them into this.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like, you can look at the comp plan all you want and be analytical about it, but it all means nothing if you can't do the basics. So, I mean, you look at Wvbasics as well. It's got a great comp plan, but how many people actually do the basics to utilize and leverage the comp plan to its maximum? Hardly anyone does. So comp plans are fantastic, but if you can't do the basics of talking to people and contacting people and enrolling people and helping people, well, then it's not going to matter. That's the only way. You know, if people ask me about the comp plan, I almost play dumb most of the time, say I don't know.
Yeah,
because it's not worth describing it. If you're that worried about the comp plan, I can understand if you're a massive success in another company, I'd understand why you're looking at the comp plan. But they're all much of a muchness these days, anyway. To be honest.
Yep, and like I say, the comp plan doesn't mean nothing, guys. If we don't start getting people, like, firstly, just putting them in front of myself or Lee and Cal, or even Michael or someone like that. If we can't get the people there, we're not getting paid. For us to get paid, we've got to get the people going. It is the basics, guys. It is the basics. And I don't know. And this is what. Oh, look out! Amy Marie sending me messages. Good that she's on. I had a good call today with a guy, and I was talking about simple daily goals. You hear goals all the time and that. Like, I've got a whiteboard. I've got 2 whiteboards here. I've got the script for the 3-way messages. It's like right at the end of the bed. Like, from now on tonight, I'm literally out sending messages or setting up 3-way messages. That's what I do from now till probably, well, if you call the last couple of nights, 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock in the morning. But that's just silly me. Don't worry about that. No comparisons. But I've got the script on one. I've got the words feel, felt, found. So if you're talking to someone that you know, do you know the feel, felt, found? Yeah, cool. Yeah, that stuff like that. If you've got words like that in front of you, it just reminds you of that. It's like in front of you. And these are simple things. Now, next to that, I've got daily goals. And I really need to up this, but I don't know what it's like in other companies. I've got 10 messages for World Ventures. Now, when I mean that, I send out, just say you set yourself a target of sending 50 messages just to say hi. This is how I break mine down. The 10 messages or communications or interactions in your day for anyone you see. You can even classify not mentioning World Ventures, just mention holidays or you're involved with something. If you can do that 10 times a day, guys, trust me on this, that will strike up at least 3 or 4 conversations. It's a good little goal, a round number to set. And I'd love everyone to set Just 10, if that seems excessive, it's like anything. And this is why I like when like Lee Bundy says all the time, and Lee, you would attest to this. If you shoot for the stars, you hit the moon. This is so true. If you set yourself higher goals, and I was guilty of this for a while. I was like, 2, I want to talk to 2 people. No. Set 10. If you set 10 and you push for 10 and you just go on a blitz at the end of the day, you never know what you're going to get out of the last 2. You might only get to 2 or 3 conversations, but by having a higher goal, you've pushed yourself to get to 3. It's just about getting it out there. It's about getting this opportunity out there. Then I've got another one there. It's like 10 new contacts. Now, I've given a few of you guys some tips on building contacts if you want to use social media. I know some of you have spoken to Anna about this, about if you're going to utilize social media, you don't want your family out there and stuff like that. If that's the case, you've got to utilize your network around where you live or something like that, or do something a little bit different. But a basic tip, guys, that I've been giving everyone, and it's blown my Facebook apart lately. I get prospected a lot, but that's down the track. But a basic thing is go into some of our friends lists. Go into someone like who's got a lot of friends on your list. Just add them. If you really want to do the business and blow this business up and you want to use social media, this is out of comfort zone for a lot of people. But you have a think about it. If you're going into another networker's list, they're mostly all networkers. They're doing the same to you. Trust me. They're doing the same to you. If you really, really want to build a business, it's out of comfort zone for people, but that's such a simple way to go in, just add people. Add people that look like they might have good energy and stuff like that. If you want to utilize social media, it's like a shortcut, seriously. That's the way I see it. The other thing I've got on my goals here, that's contacts. Do you want to add anything on that, Lee and Cal?
I was just going to say with social media too, like if you're going to leverage social media, you need to do it. You need to do the basics and do the basics well. And what is it, Einstein, definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So if you've come from another network marketing company where it didn't go well and you did certain things on social media and your actions, but you weren't getting the result there, why would you come to a new one and do the same stuff?
Yeah.
Because you're just going to get the same results. So same thing goes for social media too, guys. It's a powerful tool if you do what you're supposed to do. It's also a very ineffective tool if you don't do the right things.
Yeah, no, good point. And I actually want to keep the social media stuff out of this tonight because like what you said, Lee, it's the basic stuff. That tip there is if you want to utilize social media. Nothing about post structure, nothing about all that stuff. A few of you guys have got it really good. But the new contacts, if you're going to use social media, you got to really think outside the box. Maybe that's a better way to put it. 10 new contacts a day is not that many. 10 new people you don't know. If you want to get 10 new people out in the street, you can do that. You just say hi to them, but then you've got to do it differently. That's why I like social media. I'm going to do something. I know me and Lee are going to chat further about this and a couple of guys about some social media basic training to keep it basic, because this is basic, guys. It really, really is. And one thing I want to say about that too is please don't compare to someone like myself who's done a lot of this, a lot of branding, a lot of things like that. There's a lot more to what I do than that. Don't compare, guys. Don't compare, because I actually have to deal with a lot of people that are doing the same as me, and the conversation has progressed more because I've put a lot of practice. You want people to meet you where you are, so you want people that are similar to you. They're what you're going to attract. The simpler you make it, the easier it is to talk to them. So I just wanted to make that point on that. But I'm going to do some basic stuff. I might even put a couple of videos together. I'll have a chat to you, Lee and Cal, us guys that have done a lot of branding stuff, to really simplify it for you guys in somewhere where you've got a little go-to. Just to simplify it. That's all, because you don't have to talk about health products in this. You don't have to talk about much at all. You don't. Just be you. Simple as that. You just got to be you. Now, the other thing, back to the little goals. Now, if you're contacting people every day, I want everyone just to have a list. I use Messenger, and I've got to say the last 2 days I've got out of control, and I'm starting to actually write down a list. You can do different things on Facebook. Just have your lists. If you've contacted a couple of people and they've shown a little bit of interest or they've got back to you, just follow up 3 people every day. If you follow up 3 people from the messages you sent, if you send 10 messages the day before, it's easy to follow up on 3. They're seeing your message and haven't responded. Just send them I'm going to say this. This is not, You don't have to do this. I send a little emoji. I'm a cheeky bastard, but I just make a contact with them. Just say, hey there, I was just checking in that you seen my message. That's it. You don't even have to go into detail about anything. It's about contact here, guys. We can work into that. Now, the other thing, and this is in the debrief, guys, and I really want you to utilize this page. The questions on that page we touched on last week, out of comfort zone, which we've touched on tonight. Out of comfort zone is so important in this, because it's a phrase that's thrown around a lot. But do you think the people that are successful in this or any other thing have played it safe? And I'm not talking about taking big risks, guys. This might be for one day, go to a different cafe and bring it up to a person you haven't met before instead of going to your normal one. This might mean just sending out messages to people that you might have known for a while, you haven't spoken to in a while. That might be outside your comfort zone. It might be just reaching out and sending someone like myself a message instead of like freaking out and saying this doesn't work and like using excuses and that. Out of your comfort zone might be, hey, I've actually got issues with this. I don't know what to do here. I know this is something like Michael slapped me over the head with on the weekend. Like, I'm not going to repeat what he said to me in a message, but it was because he knew it would motivate me. Because for me, I was thinking I can do all this myself. It was out of my comfort zone to actually admit that I wasn't communicating something right. So for me to break that, I had to step outside, drop my ego and like say, oh, actually, I do need help with this. What happens is, next conversation, next person who shows up is Kyle here. We smashed it out and he's rocking it. That's what comes when you get outside your comfort zone, guys. Seriously, that's where the results come. That's where growth, or whatever you want to call it, that's where it comes. Simple as that. Now, if you do one of them a day, whatever it may be, it might be posting like a funny selfie in the group. I know that's tricky for some people. There's your out of comfort zone. It's going to make you feel a little bit better after you might be afraid of people judging you or whatever it is that's holding you back from being outside your comfort zone. Once you do that and you make that a habit every day, that you're pushing to do something a little different every day, it actually changes the way you go about things. It changes that because you're actually looking for opportunities to do something a little bit different. It's a cool thing. It's a cool thing being vulnerable, guys. Trust me, it is. Once you embrace it and just do it over and over, make it a habit, it's really, really cool. That's literally, seriously, guys, that's literally what I have written now. I've got other things on there like listen to audio book and things like that, like once a week. But that daily stuff, if you're looking at something like that every day, it just sort of reminds you. You just got to remind yourself, and it goes back to your little why. Why do you want to get up and do this? Why do you want to do this? Simple. And we will, like I say, we will do a really good why exercise next week. And I know everyone will be across that. You guys that are in other network marketing companies, I'm just going to throw it out there. And, well, I'm not going to throw it out. I'm going to tell you, I'm doing this for the money. This is my driving force behind this, guys. Now, if you've got a problem admitting that or saying that in your why, have a serious think. For that to happen for me, I want to create as many people that are driving this as hard as they can to create that income for yourselves. This is why. We all want to create that income. You've got to really go, all right, why do you want to create that income? We're going to go deeper on this next week. For me, I want to create that because I want to spend all my time with this freedom, talking to people around the world, traveling with all you guys, all people that are in my network, helping other people do that. I see this is the easiest way to create an income, guys. Really, really quick if we do the work. That's what I see with this. And that's why I'm just going to come across and like really drive this because that's where I come from. And I know we all want to make something out of this. I know that. There's a lot more to your why, guys. I just wanted to put that out there for you to think about. What do we got here? I'm in a serious mood tonight too, guys. Smile. We got any questions? I'm just going to go through one by one. Throw anything at me, guys. Throw anything at me. Anything at all. I'm going to go Haley, Michael.
Okay. Well, you can ask about using Wvbasics.
Michael, what do you got for us?
Well, you know how some network companies network marketing companies, they hide the name for a start so that people don't go looking it up and Googling it and all that sort of stuff. With World Ventures, are you happy just to put it out there and say this is what it is if people ask what it is?
If you're talking to people in the street, you know what? I think this is me personally. Now, you got to remember this, guys. This is me personally. If you see my live streams and stuff, if I get prompted, I tell people.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't have to. We're not about promoting it, and that's why companies drive the curiosity thing. They want curiosity, build curiosity, so they ask the question. A lot of this, where we're cutting out a lot because there's no health or anything involved, but you don't want to just do post promoting World Ventures. I don't believe that's right. They actually say they do it, but then they've got things like the little blue signs, which, by the way, guys, I've rang them today about 5 times, and it keeps cutting out. I want my little blue sign, so I'm sure everyone does. But even that says you should be here. That's a cool way, photos and all that. But you say holidays. If someone asks you on a post, and like I say, I'm happy to get other people's feedback who are finding results in this, but the way I've been getting results really, really quick, if someone hits me up on a post, ask Kyle for sure. He goes, what company are you with? I'm like, World Ventures, man. Let's chat. But in an actual post, unless you're like celebrating someone coming in or whatever like that, just talk about holidays and fun and like creating a life like we are. We're creating a life that we want, or we're creating whatever you want to call it. You can word it whatever. People in the street or people you know, if they ask it and you feel comfortable and they trust you, say, yeah, it's actually World Ventures. Do you want to have a look at something? Yeah, don't be afraid, because you know what? If you're like second guessing, you're like, oh shit, I've got to keep this a secret. Got to keep it a secret. That comes across, and it comes across as dodgy. Serious, it does. You don't want to do that. So if you feel like, well, I'm just going to tell this person, why not? Why not? What do you got to lose? Like, serious.
Cool. And Steve, have we got the I8 link?
Not yet. I will pass that on to you. I will say tomorrow I should be able. I'll chat to you tomorrow, Hayley.
Cool.
I should be able to set that up tomorrow for you, for sure.
Awesome.
But I'll have a chat on the phone tomorrow.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Cool.
Okay, that's it. Cool.
Awesome. Miss Jade Opie, smile. Awesome that you're on. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. Oh, it's going to sign me out. How are you going, Mr. Serious?
I'm great. Look at my photo.
Yeah, I know. I mean, geez, it's really sunny and bright in Cairns today.
Yeah. I think that was taken in Kilmore.
Oh, no, that's not good. You need to change that.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say I tried then. I would have got slammed.
I haven't really got any questions, to be honest. I'm still learning through my back office and going through a couple of things and sort of talking to a couple of people. We have Ben here too.
Oh, who's that bloke?
There you go.
How are you, man?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, cool. How are you finding this, man? How's your list going? See, there's one out of comfort zone for today. See, I just ticked the thing off your list there, Ben.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
That's all right, man. Wait, I'm coming down there in a couple of weeks. You're going to hate me.
I'm going to Adelaide then.
No, seriously, you might be going to Adelaide.
Really? I am too.
Okay.
Nah, that's cool. Yeah, go.
What I was going to ask though, maybe it might be an idea in the group to maybe set up a couple of templates of, approaching people or a message to sort of send out to people, maybe something like that. So maybe it's not even a copy paste for us, but so it's easier for us to go, oh, okay, cool. That'd be a good idea to say to someone.
Like, are you saying we can have that? But what I don't want personally, I don't want people copy and pasting and sending written messages and being lazy. A big reason why I want people to contact me, and this is a big reason, is I want the voice messages to get rocking and rolling, guys. I really do. This is if it's through social media. Posts and stuff like that, if you're referring to that as well, or you're just talking about something to say if someone comes back to something.
No, just sort of like, an idea of how to approach people. I mean, you've got a lot of people here who might be, trying to get out of their comfort zone, and they might just need an idea of what and how to approach people about that. So for me, I'm now in the middle of, not changing over from another network marketing company because I'm still quite happy there, but also introducing something else. So, I've got to break them two up, I suppose. And I figured out a way to do that. But you've got a lot of people here also in the same shoes. So, cool, you're involved with 2 network marketing companies now. How do you approach that to other people and say, hey, do you want to be a part of this because blah, 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 blah?
The I8, Infinity 8. There is some cool videos in there, guys. How to talk to people. The Matt Morris video. I might put the Matt Morris video in the file section of the group. That there, all the materials out there for this. This is the cool thing about this when we go back to basics. Like yourself with Isogenics, you do some cool stuff with your group. Like you are creative and everything. That's your jam. That's your thing. This here, what we want, we just want to do the I8 is what we've been told. The right videos are in there that are from the successful people. We duplicate that. We go to that all the time. Now, the I8's not going to be put in the group, guys. We want you to hold on to that individually. That is the ultimate. That's the little ticket. The whole of World Ventures, guys, doesn't get that. Not everyone who signs up to World Ventures gets the Infinity 8. That's from Shane Anderson, Michael Sloggett, and Gary Ng. It hasn't been released to World Ventures yet, guys. They've put that together for their team, TNL. But they only pass it on to someone like myself who goes and drives and is going to build a team. I pass it on to you guys. That's me to say, this is what I've been told. If you're going to go, that's there. Because they've created that for people who are going to have a crack. They've gone and done all the work and they've put it all together. It is going to get released to World Ventures later in the year, but what they don't want is that just being handed out and not utilised properly. So if there's something we can't find in there, absolutely. And I'm just passing on what I've been told. Everything should be in there. If we learn that, there's the right videos, the simple things they say in the videos. If there's nothing in there, I know Shane Anderson the other night, and I touched on it before, the simple thing about saying to someone, do you love holidays or going on holidays? Or when was your last holiday? Oh, cool. Would you love to get paid? Or do you love getting paid? Everyone does. You only have to mention them 2 things, guys. However you want to communicate it, but it's basic. So I think that's the go. The more I know about the I8, I haven't gone through it all. I'm honest, I haven't. I've gone straight to the objections because we're talking to people. I've gone straight to that. I've hardly looked at the comp plan because I'm not talking to people about the comp plan. When I start getting paid more, of course I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to be talking about what I'm getting paid. So good point by Jade. If there's something to you guys, you're going through your I8 and you can't find something, please absolutely let us know. Definitely. Cool?
Fully.
All right. Thank you, Miss Opie and Ben, if you're there still. Hey, Maxine, how are you?
I'm struggling to stay awake, actually, Steve.
Oh, well, thank you for being on. How have you been anyway? Have you had a big week, have you? Or
Just full on, just busy. First week back at work.
Yep.
Yeah, so just trying to get myself organised and on target.
Yep.
So getting there.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, what was I going to say? Part of your why there, obviously, you've got that work word.
Yes.
So that'll be a driving force to maybe clear that up pretty quick, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, cool. And that's what I mentioned before, guys. Really think about your why this week. Really touch on the money part too, guys. It is a result of that, but really, really look at that, because if you really tap into the fact that you really want to get away from a job or work or whatever it is, you'll do the extra yards in this. You really will. Anything else? I know, like I say, you've had a big week and stuff. Even if you want to message me on the weekend and things like that, and we can go from there if you've got free time.
Yeah, I'll probably send you some messages tomorrow. Like, I have been messaging people
Yep.
and not getting very far. But I've got one person who's actually my best friend, and I have messaged her, but not too much detail. And I want to get her in, but I don't want to do it in such a way that she switches off. So, yeah, how I manage that, I'm going to need some help with.
Yeah, no, that's cool. And if it is your friends, guys, here's the thing. If they are close friends, you've already got trust. Remember
Yes.
that. So please don't be afraid of sharing a little bit more than you want. Just say it out. Don't worry. You don't be attached to the outcome. If they don't want to do it, they don't want to do it. It's as simple as that.
I think she would want to do it.
Perfect.
But she'll be looking at me saying, well, what are you doing? And if I haven't got it right, like I'd much rather do the three-way and build their level of excitement and then go, mate, we can do this together. We're going to have so much fun.
Yeah.
But I don't want her, and used to be Isogenics as well, and any other network marketing company. Quite often it's also, how much money have you made? Show me your balance sheet, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't want to go there. I'm not ready to have that conversation.
Yeah, all right. We'll change that straight away. I do want you to lead me to the call. But don't feel like you're hiding anything or anything. You don't have to build it.
No.
If you're excited about this, absolutely communicate. Say, I actually just started it. I haven't made it. I haven't. But I'm building the team now, and I know this is going to work. I've got a superstar team that is working with me. Yeah, have a chat to Steve or Michael or something. Then you hear them talk about it.
Yeah.
Then you go from there. I don't want anyone to hold back on telling the people in their close circle or anything like that. And don't worry, if you haven't made money, the only way we can change that is to make some bloody money.
Yeah.
So even if they ask, say, no, I haven't. Be honest. Say, no, I haven't made shit. But you're going to help me. You're talking to your friend. If you sign up, you're actually going to help me make money. And we can do this together, like you say. Wouldn't that be pretty cool? That sounds cool, doesn't it? Let's do this. Let's have a chat to Steve. Let's go. I actually think that sounds better. Because you've taken a risk to do something new. Remember this, guys. You've started something new. So you'll think, well, that's not for me anymore. This is new. I believe in this now without the result. So in people's minds, they're going to be going, oh, well, okay. I'm going to give a good story. I wish Simon was on here. He in another company, and there's a lot bigger investment in a startup. He's been holding off. He's been slammed by his friends, his mates, and everything like that. And the whole thing, he's been holding off. And then I said to him, you just do this. Just tell it how it is. You tell him why you're doing it. Simple as that. Just be honest, man. He'd been honest on the Sunday. He was texting me all the time. He goes, what do I say? I'm nervous. I said, who cares, man? Tell him you're nervous. Tell him you haven't really spoken to them. Tell him you're being ridiculed for this. Who cares? It's what you're at the time. Now, the guy goes, I'm going to look into it myself, all this sort of thing, the usual stuff that we're going to get. This is a friend of a friend, so he knew him pretty well. He messaged me, goes, I'm not really interested. So what did Simon do? He jumped into this himself. He's like, stuff it. In this other person's eyes, he's taken the risk. He's like, oh, wow, he's taken that risk already. If he's done it, I'm going to ask him more. He asked him a question more. He goes, well, you've taken this. And like I say, this is a bigger investment than what we're looking at here, guys. $550 or $750 with a membership is not much here compared to what this guy was talking about. He's done it, and automatically in the other guy's head, he goes, well, if you've done it and you're going to go with this, you started this, I'm in. The next day he went to work. Two guys that had been ribbing him for it. They're like, you did that. Wow, we've got this here. Well, if you've done that, we're in. And this is no shit within 2 days. And that's just the way he come across when he made that decision. He's like, oh, I'm just going to be me. I'm nervous. I don't know. I don't understand it all. That's a key point, guys. His story is going to come out further like Simon. He himself, he's copying a lot of rejections and objections with World Ventures. A lot. He's brand new to it. But do you know what he keeps doing? He keeps showing up. That's going to be a turning point for him. And that's what I want everyone to just take on, guys. Just keep showing up, being you, whatever it is. Don't hold back. The more you hold in about wanting to get it right in that, it's going to come off worse. It's going to come across not as good. Just mumble your words. Just say, I don't know this. Actually, I'm learning this. I'd rather seriously, I would rather be talking to a lot of people at the moment that don't know much. Some of the people I'm talking to are in network marketing companies and that. And I've got to say, I've got to drop my ego too and say, actually, even though you're like successful in that company and what you're in here, I'm just starting out in this. I'm learning a lot of it. I'll pass you on to someone who's got the result. But so that's a little bit for everyone there. So just like I say, Maxine, just be yourself with your friends. Like that's for everyone. I think that's key.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. Thank you.
No, that's all right. Oh goodness, who's next on the list? Anna. That's enough. Thank you. Quickly, I'm going to give you a tip that I gave you the other day. Everyone take this in. Simplify. Simple. A tip for everyone, if you're on social media, scrolling. If you haven't got your own stuff set up, don't do it. If you haven't got your own stuff set up. Cool? It's okay to check in on your friends and stuff. Just a simple tip. And that's for you, Arno. And I think you know that now. Absolutely. Once you get to a point like me and you structure things and all that, then there's ways to go. But for now, guys, if you're looking at time here and you've got not much time to do this, this is key. You can get caught up scrolling, guys. You can, massively. I know when I started, I used to scroll like an idiot because I wanted to see what everyone else was doing. I wanted to copy in, like, oh, why are they getting all these people in? Then when you do that, you're getting sidetracked from what you're all about. So that's just for you, Anna, but everyone there. I think a few of you guys in there have been in this for a while. I understand that. What questions you got for me, Anna?
Am I on mute?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Right, here goes. No, it was really just, I think just the social media thing that we talked about the other day was, sort of my main concern about that. But I thought would probably, my husband and I could start up a page together and get him sort of motivated and on board with doing this with me as well.
The way you're going to get him motivated is if you put some more people in front of me or Lee and Cal, and we get a few people on. Simple. To anyone who's got a partner who's not interested or doesn't know what you're doing or is not going to help, just get a result. Simple.
Oh, yeah, he'll get excited when he actually sees a result, but he's he's just sitting back waiting. So
Cool. No, that's all right. And like I say, just do the simple things. That's what I would say to you. Seriously, do the simple things. And the better you do the simple things, this is everyone, you're going to get better at all this. And then more time's going to free up, guys. Then we can learn more. Then we can go into more detail about other stuff.
Cool. Yep. No, that's all good. Thanks.
Awesome. That was cool.
That was quick.
Yeah, how do I mute you now? Where are you? Gone. Nick, how are you, brother?
Yeah, good man. How are you?
Fantastic as always, man. Fantastic as always. We had a good chat about your stuff the other day, hey, too.
Yeah, we did, man. It was good. It was really good because you can easily become sidetracked and you sort of start questioning yourself. So it was good to have a chat that day. So thanks for that.
Yeah, that's all right, man. And I know your position in the moment, like you're rocking out the isogenics and stuff and you're getting some interest. And you're at the point where a lot of people are is just getting that first conversation right. But you're doing really well at getting the interest, man. And I just want you to keep that up. That's the key here, man. Even if you're not getting the conversation over or you're not leading them, just keep up what you're doing, man, because it's friggin' awesome.
Yeah, like the interaction's good. I think I can definitely improve in the follow-up. So obviously the people that interact with my posts, I think, I'm a bit of a victim to scrolling at times, but
we all are, man.
I think the follow-up, particularly with even just like you said the other day, like people who just are just liking your posts and aren't, commenting, like even just sending them a message and just interacting with them and just not even talking about business, just getting them on side and then getting them to, lead to a conversation about what it is that you're doing. So that's what I'm finding that I can do better at. My posting times I can probably sharpen that up a bit more as well.
Don't stress about it, man. Don't stress about it, but.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I understand it. One thing that I'm finding more effective is I'm actually I'm messaging people outside of office hours, and I seem to be getting more interaction because most of my friends all work during the day, and they sneak on the phone here or there. But if I actually message people at say 7 o'clock in the morning, between 7 and 9, I get a fair bit of interaction, or after work, I get a fair bit more interaction doing that rather than during 8 to 5 or 9 to 5. So that's something that's working for me.
Yep.
And step 6, the objections. Like I've played that twice today. Goes for an hour. So if you're struggling for time, like I was in the car for half the day today, so I was just rocking out the podcasts, and like some of those videos in the Infinity 8 do go for a long time. So if you're stuck for time, like me today, I'm just playing it everywhere in the car. So the objections, you're definitely right. That's something to really get across, because there's a lot of good nuggets in there for sure.
No, that's awesome, man. And what you pointed out, a lot of us have got a lot on. We really do. And this is why I don't want any comparison with everyone. If you've got half an hour a day to do this stuff, just utilize that half an hour smart, guys. If you've got to leave it to a weekend to do this and smash out 3 or 4 hours, use it smart, because everyone's different in here. But communicate that, guys, because I'm going to push with this. I'm really going to push. But just communicate it, guys, and we make it flexible to work. We go to the key points and everything. Like I say, you made some really, really good points there, Nick. That's good, man.
Yeah. No worries. Thanks, man.
Thanks, man. What do we got here? Should we let young Josh talk for a minute? You still there, bro? Yo.
Yeah, I'm talking.
For anyone who doesn't know, this is my nephew, Josh. If you want to scroll, check him out on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
We're working out a way that Josh is going to come on in the next week or so. Now,
yeah,
it's a bit of a thing that we're working on, guys, with Shane, with Michael, with Gary NG and that in the company, because we're going to make this work no matter how or what. And I just want you guys to take a look out of Josh's book for getting out of his comfort zone for something he doesn't know. Doesn't matter. Just a simple fact of getting out of his comfort zone. Like, we're all adults here, guys. We've all got experience.
Yeah, I was going to say that. This is pretty out of my comfort zone right now. Like, I don't normally talk to guys. Like, I don't really talk to many people at all.
Yeah.
I think I've spoken to Brody more than anyone for the last week.
Yeah, cool. What do you find, anyway, from like, I just want you to talk quickly about your last couple of weeks, just being on social media and seeing what everyone, because you've seen a lot of these guys show up on here. What are your thoughts around this?
Oh, it's unreal. Just the amount of people that are, like, this is a movement. There's a lot of people getting around this. And it's just, you wouldn't believe it unless you go out of your comfort zone to go and find it. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't believe the amount of people that are all for this kind of stuff until you went out of your way to go and find it. And I just find that unbelievable.
What Josh has just said there is pretty simple. Go out and find it, guys. Get out of your comfort zone, do something a little bit different. This is how simple this is. Go talk to people you normally wouldn't talk to. Just go do something. Go to an area you wouldn't normally go to. That is the simplest thing. Thanks for that, Josh. I'm not going to get you to talk too much, man. And like,
yeah, all good.
This isn't prompted from him. This is a kid that doesn't know much about network marketing, doesn't know anything. Because you know what? At the end of the day, this is not about network marketing. This is not about selling something. This is about you just going out and doing what you want to do for you to give yourself a better life. The vehicle is the network marketing, guys. The shit that we need to work on is just us going and doing the do. Cheers, Joshy. Amy, are you there?
Yeah. Hang on. Hello?
Hey there, Amy. Now, we've been talking a lot. You're about to start up very, very soon. And
yeah,
if anyone doesn't know, Amy hasn't been doing network marketing that long either. But a cool thing I want to point out for Amy is she listens. She listens. Now, she goes out and she might stand on toes, but she goes out and does it and does the do. And she's going to set a very good example for you guys in here too. Like I say, I talk to Amy a lot behind the scenes about other stuff. And this is what everyone understand. We can all bring something to the table on this. And what you're going to see for the example Amy sets over the next few weeks, you're going to see it anyway, Amy. What have you found just so far? Just like, I just want you to give just on talking to people and stuff like that, about anything, just simple.
Yeah, the biggest thing is always to come from a place of authenticity, because everyone is different. And, you know, anyone that's on here that hasn't connected with me yet, jump on my Facebook. I'm under Amy Marie. Please do that. Add me. And yeah, we'll connect. I don't fuck around, guys. There's no bullshit. I call a spade a shovel. You know, I'm pretty down to earth. I will literally do anything for anyone. And like, network marketing is, I tell you what, Josh hit the nail on the head. It is a movement. It is the future. And I am so fucking excited to be in this team with amazing people, and the possibilities are just endless. So, yeah.
Perfect. You don't need to talk anymore. Thank you, Amy. Serious, guys. Serious. Connect with Amy, guys. Everyone on here, connect with Amy. Serious. She's got ridiculously good energy, and she just keeps showing up. It's as simple as that. Showing up, doing shit wrong, doing shit right, getting out of her comfort zone, like just owning it and just moving on with it and just doing the do. It's as simple as that. And if doing the do just means just talking to more people, do that. So cheers, Amy. It's awesome to have you on. Like, I can't wait till you like just actually start.
I know. I've already started. I'm actually on here now, and I'm prospecting a guy while we're actually on the Zoom.
There you go.
So he's in India.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You have fun with that one.
Yeah.
Nah, thank you, Amy. Cool. Now, I'm just going to... Jason, are you there, brother? So I'm muted. You there, man? All right. That's all good. All right. Cheers, everyone, for your patience on here too. I think Cal and Lee might have dropped out. I was going to get them to have a chat. The one main thing I want to say about this, guys, and for whoever's on the recording, we're all either been in other network marketing companies, we're in network marketing companies. I definitely don't want the calls to always be like this. I don't. I want us to be able to come into this stuff, get our teams going, have a bit of fun, be creative, and start really getting in there and celebrating our little wins along the way. That's how I want to roll this out. But to get to that point, we've got to do the basics. We've just got to do the basics, guys. Utilize me. Utilize the page. Put whatever in the BW result page, please. As much as I can get from the other pages, I'll put it in there. If something comes up, there's a cool video from Shane Anderson I'm going to bang into the file section. But just do the do. And until we can get these basics, until we can get a few people going in our team and get that excitement going, we're just going to have to keep rolling this out. We're going to touch on the why next week, everyone's why. So take some notes and put down what you think your why is. But I know Lee and Cal have got a really, really good exercise to do the why. And it's going to be really tailored for this. Everyone who's going, thank you for being on. I appreciate it. But is there any last questions? Unmute yourself if there is. I really do appreciate you being on. It's been like an hour and 15 minutes. I do appreciate you listening to me rant on for a bit, but I felt like it needed to be done. No questions? It's the eerie silence. Like I say, please message me, guys. Any questions, anything. Connect with each other. Connect with the guys that are on. The guys that watch the recording of this, there's some new people that are not on here that still haven't been introduced to the page and stuff. If you see them show up, connect with them on Facebook, guys. You new guys watching the recording, please hit me a message, whatever it is. No silly questions. We want to make this easy. Thank you, everyone, for being on. I will keep updated in the group. I really want to roll out this training probably on this night. I think this is pretty good this time, Thursday night every week. Get into a bit of a routine. And yeah, let's do this, eh? Let's get some numbers going. Let's get some conversations going. Let's see if you can keep me awake for a week, only because we're fucking putting people in front of me, eh? Seriously, because that's what I'm here for. I want you guys to succeed. It's as simple as that. Thank you, guys, and I will chat to you soon.